Dad Piper going live. Got this started, just waiting for people to show up. If you're watching this in a re-air, thank you for joining. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Quiet night so far. About 2 minutes in, nobody on. Hello, welcome. Who's here? Oh, and there they went. It's like mid-50s today. So it's reasonable in the garage right now. Good evening. Piper on the 45, welcome. First one here. How are you doing today? Good night, I guess. Just sitting in the garage. I've got my Molina Zebrano packed. Enjoying some Peter Stokkebye's Luxury Bullseye. Wolfat Morgan, welcome. Glad you could make it. Pull up a chair, grab yourself a pipe. Hope you're all doing well. Glad you guys could join us. Just getting my first pipe of the day going, and it's so nice to have my taste buds back and my scent back for tobacco. I'm doing good, thanks. I went to the coffee shop with a friend, did some crochet today. Just got home about half hour ago, got things set up. Had the heater going for a little bit. It's still pretty nice in here though. Not much going on right now because there's not many people in the room, but if you have any questions or anything for me, feel free to ask. Just kind of enjoying it. Went to the new Ghostbusters last night with Eagle Talon Piper and his wife and about 4 other friends. Not sure if you're a fan of that, but enjoyed it immensely. There's lots of dad jokes in the movie, which made me happy. I don't think I'm intercepting with anybody else's lives right now. I saw Donald Hughes was on a bit ago, but I think he's done. Wasn't anything on the Breyer Report calendar, so I figured this would be a good time. A little pre-show before the National Mafia. Got somebody new to the group who hopped in. Hello, welcome. Grab a seat, grab a bowl, share a pipe with us. A little bit early for the Christmas and New Year's, but I'll take it. I'm in no rush. The year's gone by plenty fast as is. I'm showing 3 people in the room, but I've only seen 2 people. Who hopped in? Was that you, Connie? My crochet coach is supposed to be watching tonight, so told her to leave a comment, let me know I'm here. Or she's here. Howdy, howdy. Oh, nice. Welcome, Piper. We're up to 4. I'll tell you, I'm new to this live chat thing. I wish they'd leave the scrolling conversation up. It pops up when you type something and fades away. I'm not the fastest reader. So I think I mentioned it before I really had anybody in here, but I got my Molina going and smoking some Peter Stokeby's Luxury Bullseye Flake. Piper, where are you at? Piper's said, where are you from? Are you from Iowa or living in Iowa? No, there's also the Hawkeye Piper out there. He said he's Central Iowa. Well, that's pretty vague, so it'd be cool to do a meetup with some of the Iowa YTPC. Otherwise, it's like we have to go a state over to find somebody else in the group. Said, where are you from? Or where do you live, I guess? You can be as vague or as specific as you want, just don't give your street address. Anders, welcome. Australia, Thursday morning. Awesome. Well, let me guess, what are you, about 8 or 9 hours difference? Oh, from Atomo, okay. I know of it. I've probably driven through it. Probably know people from there. 10 a.m., okay. The only real family I have that lives in a different time zone lives in Thailand, and they're usually 12 or 13 hours difference. Okay. Nice. So it's easy to figure. It's easy math when my uncle calls. It's 6 p.m. It's 6 a.m. there, so. I know I mentioned in my last live stream I did. You guys get anything off the Black Friday sales online? I wanted to, but I don't get paid till Friday. And even then, I don't know if I have money left after I pay the bills. 7 in the house. Awesome. If you haven't said hey, give a little shout out so we know you're here. Like I said, if you don't have a pipe, grab one if you can. I'll do a bull call here in about 5 minutes. From the last live I did, I think about 15, 20 minutes in is kind of when it peaks and kind of at our max capacity, or you got a good number of people, so hopefully we'll get a few more trickling in. I know it's kind of dinner time, but later in the night it gets, the colder it gets out here in Iowa, so don't care to be sitting out here at 10 o'clock at night when it's 30 degrees out. Eric Weaver pipes, nice. Now, does Eric Weaver have actual website or website only, or is it like smoking pipes, or? I'm still learning some of the individual pipe makers and who they are. Eric Weaver's not the Bones pipe maker, is he? Ganjuana, welcome. Good to see you back. Hopefully you got a pipe. If not, grab one. We can do bull call here in a few minutes. Found out a way to do sound effects for a bull call. They added sound effects in Facebook Messenger. But me being gone all day, I didn't want to go run inside and grab the tablet. Oh, Sea Smoke. There we go. Yeah, I think I follow him on Instagram as well. I'm terrible with names. Chances are, if I don't know your actual name on here, probably be safe to go with either John or Matt. Yep. I think I follow him on YouTube and Instagram, so he did some nice stuff. A lot of them aren't really quite my style, but I've got wish lists for commission pipes I'd like, or I'd like to get one of those Peterson pub pipes that NW Piper has, but they're usually a little bit more than I can spend or want to spend at the time. Anybody get a hold of this year's, I've never had it, but the Kringle Flake, I saw that was available last night when I came home from the movie on smoking pipes, but then it was sold out by morning. I assume tobacco pipes, since they're solid, I'm assuming they'll have it available. Maybe pipes and cigar, but I haven't seen it yet. I'd like to try it. Nice. Yeah, the plateau on pipes, I either don't like it or love it. Do they do a limited quantity run on the Kringle Flake, or will they, I want to say print more, but do you think they'll have another drop closer to Christmas? Yeah, like I said, the only place I've seen it, Morgan, is smoking pipes. I missed any notifications of it because I get so many junk emails, and came home about 10:30 last night, saw it on smoking pipes, and added a couple to my cart hoping it'd be around on Friday, and it was gone by this morning. All right, enjoy your supper there. All right, we're dropping like flies. What the heck? We're down to 3. If we get back up to 5, I'll do a bull call. All right. Okay, smoking 3 Kings. You'd think that'd be available somewhere else. My buddy's got a tin of it that they ordered, and he's not a fan. Yeah, I'm with you. Said those wintertime blends, are they not releasing it unless you buy a Peterson pipe? Because I want to try the, what was it? Winter latte or something like that. Yeah, like I was saying, the 3 Kings, my buddy Eagle Tal and his wife ordered a tin. She hasn't been able to smoke lately because she's had some medical stuff, and he's not a fan of it. I've had it once or twice. I enjoy it. He's going to let me borrow some of it tomorrow and probably do a tobacco tasting later this week on the 3 Kings. Well, yeah, I'd really like to try the Kringle Flake because I've heard good things. Well, it sounds like it varies a little bit year to year. So, I don't know. I think I mentioned this earlier. I don't remember if anybody was here or not, but anybody else Ghostbuster fans? We just went to the new one last night. Hey, Smarty Bob, welcome. Pull up a chair. Yeah, Piper said, I know Pipe Nook probably has everything I'm looking for tobaccos. I just don't like the idea of having to email them and then send in a check. And I don't even think I know where my checkbook is anymore. I think I send about 2 checks a year. How was your day, Smarty Bob? Well, I'll tell you what, we're hanging around 3 or 4. We're at just over 18 minutes. When I get to the 20-minute mark, let's do a bull call. So if you're watching and you're not smoking a pipe for some reason, you're able to grab one so you can join us for the bull call here. Sorry, what was that last comment? I wish I didn't disappear like that. Have I tried something? Oh, retracted, okay. Yeah. You have a pipe that's ghosting, Smarty Bob? I don't know if you have a tub of Carter Hall, but find usually running a few smokes of Carter Hall through it will help with the deghosting. It's a nice light, medium, neutral flavor, so you might get a couple of funky bowls, but usually after about 3 bowls, you're good to go and can smoke whatever you want out of it. Haircut. Got a haircut or all of them cut? Salt Christmas Spice. No, I haven't. I actually almost ordered that last month. But there was another one I wanted, and so I got the Multi Dolce instead. I almost got the Christmas spice, and I almost got the pistachio. All right, we're at 20 minutes. We got 6 people. Welcome, whoever just joined in. Let us know you're here. Let me light this, and then we'll get on to some business here. All right, we clicked the lighter. Let's do it. Bull call. Let me know what you're smoking it in. This way I can add to my list of pipes and tobaccos I don't need. Now, I know we dropped down a couple of people, but don't tell me I'm the only one smoking a pipe right now. What's everybody cheeching on, as NW would say. All right, Piper said Black House, Narasi, Victoria, Paul. GNH, number 2, Rum Brown, Twist, handmade Virginia slices, Lane 1Q. Very good. Let me know how that Christmas spice tastes. I think they have a couple different Christmas blends Salt does, so. Guys came at me all at once with the smoking some Bookshop, my 307 Peterson. Very nice. Bookshop was about my first or second tobacco I had. That was a step up from the Value, Super Value, or the Borgum Riff. I enjoy it, but I think I enjoy it better with some pirate cake. I've got a batch of Haunted Pirate chip that'll be ready on the 7th. Nice, Aaron. Multi Dolce. That's an interesting tobacco for me. I definitely get like vanilla and maybe some caramel, but to me, the tin note smells like fruit stripe gums if you grew up in the 70s or 80s and had that. That's a really weird one for me. So, mentioned earlier, I went to the new Ghostbusters movie. If you're a fan, I think they did an excellent job. Pardon me here. But the one girl, she was new to the town and she was trying to make friends, so she had dad jokes she was practicing. Which, of course, I loved. My favorite joke was, how is a hamster like a cigarette? Or maybe that's not right. Yeah, how is a hamster like a cigarette? They're both harmless until you stick it in your mouth and try to light it. Got up to 8 people now. That's awesome. If you're new, say hi. Yeah, I don't know, Smarty Bob. I was actually going to mention that later, but we'll bring it up now since we've got 8 people. If you don't know, and Matthew over at Pickin' and Piping, he's hosting a YTPC Secret Santa. Deadline is next Monday. Just send him an email with your contact information, and he'll pass that on to somebody else, and he'll give you another YTPC member who's in it $25 limit, and you can get something for them, be it pipe related or not pipe related, and send it to them in December. I'm signed up. I think Smarty Bob signed up. I emailed Matthew earlier today, and he said there's maybe 10 or so people in it. And I know he did a reminder in his video earlier today, so maybe he's got a few more since then. But I figured there'd be more people doing it with the size of our group. I figured it sounds like fun, and $25 is feasible for most people. I think this pipe's getting down there. That's all right. I got other ones in the lineup and ready to go. Okay, we'll do a little survey here. I've got 2 tobaccos lined up. One is I've got my Cornell and Deal Autumn Evening Aromatic, or I've got the getting low here on it, but the small batch Carolina Red Flake with Freak. Which one should I light up next? Let me know. Sorry. Still got a little bit of the cough and whatnot. That tends to last forever after the cold, so. All right, guys, what should I smoke? Red Flake or Autumn Evening? Got one for Autumn Evening, all right. Let's see. We'll go ahead and do Autumn Evening. Bring out the big boy. Yep. I agree, Smarty Bob. They're both excellent if you haven't tried either of them. We'll bring out the big boy, my McClary of Ingalls. It's a... I can never remember the shape when I'm trying to say it. Brandy shape. We'll pack this. Shoot, it might take about what I have left of Autumn Evening. Probably good to get through this because we're getting close to the end of autumn, probably. Yeah, I love him. Like I said, he's 70 Bear Man on eBay. And a lot of his pipes are either around the $100 mark or the $150 to $200 mark if they're huge pipes. I mean, his $200 ones make this one look like a... makes it look like an elf, I guess. We'll go with elf since it's Christmas season. And I don't know what the PC term is anymore for a person of short stature. I will say, I think this Autumn Evening might be my favorite aromatic right now. To me, it smells like rum raisin, which that's my favorite ice cream if I can get it, which good luck, and I don't get it that often. So everybody's sticking around for Nashville Mafia tonight. Yeah, for a while there, Smarty Bob, I was doing them merely on a daily basis. I wish it drew a little bit better. It's a bit of a tight draw. But once I get that little pipe going, I can get a good probably 20, 30 minutes on it. So it's a good pipe. And I don't know. I think it's getting a little bit of color in, but it's or maybe I'm just delusional. I don't know. Do you know? I guess Smarty Bob or anybody else. Is there somebody that makes like custom stems for mirrors? Because I wouldn't mind a different stem. Mm. Give it a quick char light. Forget how good autumn evening is. I kind of held back on smoking it for a while because my supply was getting low. Yeah, different stem for the mirror. But then of course I couldn't taste anything last week, so I was only smoking stuff that I didn't necessarily care for every other day, just checking to see if I got my taste buds back. Very cool. If you think of who it is, maybe shoot me an email if you could, Bob. It'd be appreciated. Not looking to do it anytime soon, but I've had a Salonia. I don't know if it was 779. Or no, maybe not Salonia. Maybe I'm thinking Balkan Sobrani. Honestly, being fairly new to it this year, most of my tobaccos have either been Cornell and Deal or Peterson or GLPs. Oh, that's not bad at all. I just have to figure out how the stems, how I know if it's going to fit my mirror. I've had some Sutlifts lately, and H.H. McBaron. My friend, smoking buddy Matt, he was in Chicago visiting a friend and vacationing till tomorrow or through tomorrow, and he picked up some stuff I'm sure I'll be trying. He also has McBaron plum pudding that I want to try, but he got that about the time my taste buds went. Okay. Thanks a lot, Smarty Bob. That's good to know. All right, thanks. I'll keep an eye out for your email. Mm. Where are you at in Canada? Thereabouts. And I'll pretend like I know my geography. That's all right. I don't think people know where Iowa is, pretty much. I think Iowa is mainly known for Des Moines or Iowa City, maybe Cedar Rapids. And they're all within about an hour or two from me. Okay. Winnipeg. Yeah, I enjoy cigars. Well, I did, but I hadn't smoked one since I got into the pipe last fall, and then I had one that Clay S sent me, and it tastes good, but hey, Joe, welcome in. Thanks for coming in from Rhode Island. Well, that's all right, Glenn. I know it's about 10 a.m., I think, where you're at, so I know you're a busy guy. Never even heard of Wilton Junction. I feel like a lot of times if I talk to somebody that's not from Iowa, lives on one of the coast, I think people know Minnesota or Illinois or Wisconsin, know about everywhere around us, but yeah, there are a lot of towns in Iowa that are like really small. Like you can drive through them, and if you blink, you'll miss them. Right, where the ball player, where the cornfields produce ball players. Yeah. It's funny, the neighborhood I lived in growing up, across the street, behind the houses, across the street, was cornfield. But I've never been a farm boy. I'm smoking Autumn Evening right now. First one I had was the Luxury Bullseye Flake. Yeah, we're known for hogs and pretty much farming. Hogs and corn, and Waterloo, where I'm at, we're actually the home or the birthplace of John Deere, so we're known for tractors. Tractors and the Sullivan Brothers, if you ever heard of them. Pretty much our claim to fame. I enjoy the view of cornfields, but hey, that's all right. Welcome in, Brad the Beard Piper. You smoking anything tonight? Largest producing popcorn state? Never heard that. It's funny, it reminds me, coffee shop I hang out at, crochet at. Every day about 4:30, there's a couple older guys that come in, get a cup of coffee, sit and chat, and about half hour they get coffee. They go next door to the convenience store that is attached and gets a thing of popcorn and eats popcorn, drinks coffee. We're talking about ball players. That's Dyersville is Field of Dreams. I was there probably when I was, oh gosh, 12 or 13, so about 5 years after the movie came out. Nice. Lane 1Q is good stuff. I've decided maybe I'm not the biggest vanilla fan. Of course, outside of pipes, I've always been more of a caramel than a vanilla person myself, but I still haven't gotten the point to where I've smoked in the car. Part of me doesn't want the. I mean, I would love if my car smells like pipe, but. Yeah, Booknick, I'm in Iowa. I'm in Waterloo, which, if you're not familiar, is pretty much about the dead center of Iowa. Like, if you look at the map in Minnesota, we're kind of what we call the eye of the butcher. Because if you look at Minnesota, or the eye of the baker, because it kind of looks like a baker or chef's hat in Minnesota. And we're kind of this side profile head. And then Louisiana's kind of like the boot or foot of the state. Hello, Matthew Glumchum, Matt. Welcome in. Glad you could stop by and join us. You got a pipe going with us, Glum, or? Did bowl call about 20 minutes ago. If you're smoking something and missed bowl call, let us know. Crazy wife. I mean, I wouldn't mind the smell of it in the car, but I don't want to do that to the car just for resale purposes. Of course, my car is a 2012, so by the time I decide to sell it, it's probably not going to be worth anything anyways. Nice. I haven't had the Union Square, but I've yet to have a GLPs I didn't like. I was wanting to try the Maltese Falcon for a while, and then I got sent some, and I don't know, I guess I had higher expectations for it, but the GLPs I've been looking to try is a spark plug. Nice. Speaking of work vehicles, when I worked at the grocery store years ago, I had to take the bakery van out for delivery, and wasn't something I normally do, but it was missing like rear view mirrors and everything. No, I did not get the Kringle Flake, unfortunately. I'm hoping maybe it'll show up in a couple days on tobacco pipes. I only saw it on smoking pipes. But since it's a Sotliff blend, you think it would show up on tobacco pipes. I didn't even know it was coming out till I saw it last night when I came home from the Ghostbusters movie. I tried adding a couple tins in my cart and hope it would last till Friday when I get paid, which I know is wishful thinking, but it was gone by morning. If you're doing the Secret Santa and you get my name and you have the Kringle Flake, that's on my wish list. 5:20 this 5:20 this morning. I'd only be about 3 hours into sleep. I'm too much of a night owl. Especially when I got home at 10:30 last night. I'm not one that can go right to bed. I know a couple places still have the Carolina Red Flake, but I'm going to be selfish and not mention them because I'm hoping it'll be around in a few days. But hope everybody got in on Hobbiton's GAW that he's doing. Sure, it'll be a very nice package by the time he's done with it. Piping and driving eases road rage. That's funny. I really don't have road rage. My biggest pet peeve is the failure to use a turn signal. We're waiting to use the turn signal pretty much mid-turn. About the only time I really have road rage is there's one of the main streets I use to get into town. Right when you come in off the highway, it's near a gas station, and everybody around there pretty much thinks that they have the right of the way, whether they're walking to the gas station or driving. You'll be coming home at night in the dark on that street, and there'll be somebody of color dressed all in black and walking down the middle of the street where there's no stoplights, and you're supposed to not hitting them. That's not the only time I get road rage, because it's like trying to find a fart in a breeze. Yeah, I know. I've been in Chicago before during rush hour, and luckily that was when I was in junior high and I wasn't driving, so. Like, even Minneapolis is a lot for me. I'm not a big driver. All right, Glumchum, thanks for stopping by. Don't work too hard. Tell them I said so. Tell them Cosmo said I can't work too hard the rest of the night. All right, I need to blow my nose. It's starting to run, so I might get a little feedback, so I have some conversation while I'm at it. This is the reason I hate winter. You'll get there, Smarty Bob. Where are you at right now for subs? I'd give you a shout out, Smarty Bob. I don't know if you want that from me. I tried that doing for Robert at ENA's dad. Before he hit 100. And about an hour later, he was down 2 subscribers. The 84 is not bad. You haven't been making videos that long. And you certainly don't put them out as much as I do, so. I'm still pushing to get Smoking Buddy Matt to make a video. Because he's been in a couple of my videos and I've mentioned him. I think he's at 57, 60 subs, and he tried doing it live back in January, February. Yeah, Smarty Bob, I'll be looking for a new video from you. Even if you don't have any really to talk about, just do a pipe session where you're smoking your pipe and talking about your day for 10, 15 minutes. I'd love to share a pipe with you in that way. Fortunately, making videos comes easy for me. I mean, the first few were a little nerve-wracking, but kind of becomes an addiction for me. I think part of it is I did plays when I was in high school and a couple after college, and so I like to ham it up. I'd like to do plays again, but it's a time commitment and you got to find the right show to do it in. Maybe I should do a maybe I should do a marathon for you, Smarty Bob. I'll do a live and I won't get off until we get you to 100 subscribers. Sub now while we're live. I'm glad you guys are here, but I'm kind of surprised I had a better turnout on Monday when it didn't save. When I did a last minute one at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, if I need to, I've got a big power pack that I can have it charging while we're going live. We'll make sure we're at 100% for you. Man, still not bad out here in the garage, but I wish I had a. Yeah, I just use my cell phone. I figured out how to edit with it, and tried using the tablet, the iPad for a couple of videos. And I think, like we discussed before, the video quality is just not there. And my Samsung phone, between the actual phone features, and I use Canva, makes it really easy to kind of edit things or splice things. Maybe I won't do a marathon, but I'll give you a shout out every time you're in a live. Letting people, if they haven't subbed you, to go over there and give you a click. SWRA, is that Sir Walter? I'm not sure how long all you guys have been smoking, but I'll tell you, if you've ever been smoking and then lose your sense of taste or smell for a week or so, and you get it back all of a sudden, pipe tobacco never smelled or tasted so good, let me tell you. You get a whole new appreciation for it. Had I not given away that grape tobacco I had, guarantee if I couldn't taste it last week, I would have been able to smell it. You can smell that from a mile away. The grape, I just want to say Carter Hall. Grape Captain Black. It's not a bad tobacco, but you gotta like grape, like artificial grape. I'm trying to think if there's a fruit flavor that I would want. Man, you started off on the right foot there with the autumn evening. I think my first two tobaccos I ever had in a pipe were probably, what do they call it? Super valued cherry, maybe. And Borgum Riff bourbon. I don't know how many tobaccos I have. People keep sending me samples, and I need to figure out which ones I enjoy and which ones I'm done with. I want to, starting next year, kind of have my lineup of 5 or 6 go-to tobaccos that I have in stock, and then have maybe try 1 or 2 tins of a seasonal or limited release when they come out. Yeah, there's supposed to be some maple in the autumn evening. I don't get that as much as I do like raisin. Man, the tin to me just smells like rum raisin. Maybe a little bit of maple. It's a good sweet tobacco, but it's not like cloyingly sweet, and you still can taste the tobacco. And yeah, that's what I have right now for is jars. But once I get I want to take a couple drawers of my dresser and make that my pipe area. But depending on how well the jars fill up the drawer, I might look into doing Mylar bags. They take less space, and they're certainly cheaper and resealable, and I can pack a lot more in my little bag that I carry outside. I say little bag, but it's about 1 foot by a foot and a half by a foot tall. Like I said, I'm glad you guys could join me. Normally Wednesday nights, friend Eagle Talon and Smoking Buddy, they come over about 6 o'clock, have a few pipes, listen to some Nashville Mafia, but Smoking Buddy's out of town, and Eagle Talon's been busy this week, so taking care of the missus and taking care of the house, so got to keep her happy. Yeah, Hobbiton sent me a few tobaccos too. Chelsea Morning, Captain Black Original, a couple other ones. I messaged him about doing a trade. CRS disease. I think I know what CRS is. Can't read blank, right? I see we're back up to 7. Is there anybody new in the group? Oh, can't remember. Okay. Yeah, that happens to the best of us. I understand. I have a really weird memory. I remember really random stuff from 20, 30 years ago, but can't tell you what I did yesterday. I'm convinced I'll have Alzheimer's. I don't think Alzheimer's is supposed to be genetic, but if it is, if it skips a generation, I'm screwed. If it doesn't skip a generation, I'm screwed. Unfortunately, my father passed away before I think he could figure out if he had it. I think I'm done with that pipe. I got one more I'll do, and we'll go for a little bit longer. I think Mafia starts in about 28 minutes, so I don't want to get the Mafia in a bind. Hey, welcome, Robert. Glad you could make it. Hope you're having a good one. You smoke anything right now, Robert? Let me know what you're having. Probably Carolina Red or something like that. Or Red Virginia. Be my guess. Gonna break out the Carolina Red Flake with Perique. Stonehaven, nice. That's one of those, I had that. Martin sent me a sample and it was alright. It's nothing I'd be looking out for, really. I don't know. I like the Margate a lot better. So I got the Carolina Red Flake. Tend to smoke that out of the Dolomiti 673. And honestly, I'm starting to like this shape almost better than the 320, but don't tell anybody else. Kind of like the bowl shape, and it hangs really well, so. Yeah, if you just can't remember things, that's fine, but let me tell you, just from experience with my grandparents, Alzheimer's, I wouldn't wish that amongst my worst enemy. The only plus side is that as it develops more, it just affects the family more than it does the actual person. About the only benefit my grandma ever had with Alzheimer's is she couldn't remember that her one grandson passed away. Stonehaven's your number 2. So is Red Virginia, is that your number 1, Robert? Like I said, I didn't mind Stonehaven, but for the price and having to track it down, it is just not good enough for me. 5100, who makes that? I'm trying to get my tobacco education in here tonight while I can. While I have you on here, Robert, how's your new blends coming along? I know you were sitting on them for a while. Oh, okay. Made it. Okay, that doesn't help me much. Of course, you're probably sitting on a small mound of 5,100. I wish. Yeah, it does. The slope is great. Still in the press. So you probably have what? Week or two left on that? Because I know you said you sitting on it for about a month. Closest I come to making tobacco or blending is the Haunted Pirate Ship. I've got another batch of that going. I use the rest of the pirate cake, and that'll be ready in about a week, which will be perfect. I'll be able to smoke it for my dad's birthday. Not that he ever cared about pipes or anything, but... Two weeks left. Nice. Let me get this little light here. I think my problem isn't that I can't remember things. I just can't remember where I put things or can't find them. Like, I know it should be one of two or three places, and then it's not there. Then I'll be looking to find something else. What is who smoking? I've got the Carolina Red Flake going right now. Glumchum sent me a tin of the Carolina Red Flake, and I don't know if that was for the better or not, because I really enjoy it. Did you? Good for you, Robert. I didn't even know it was coming out. I saw late last night it was on there, and I had a couple to my cart. But I was being optimistic and hoping it'd still be available when I get paid Friday. Of course, it was gone by the time I woke up this morning. I'm hoping to either when I get paid or in a week. It'd be appreciated, Robert. You don't need to because you spoil me. I guess it depends how many tins did you get. I know smoking pipes had a limit of 10. Okay. Well, I know if you decide you do want to send it to me, you've got my address. Just make sure you fill out the to and from on the front of the tin. This way, when I'm done, I can make a Christmas ornament or something out of it. Not that I decorate anymore for Christmas, but... I love Christmas decorations, but it's just not worth it for me. I hate pulling everything up from the basement and setting it up. I like the look of decorations, I just don't like the decorating. with three fairly young cats, I usually have to anchor the tree to the wall. Had a couple tip overs in the past. Yes, it is. I don't know about any others, but the Carolina Red Flake is fantastic. I've been looking to do my. Ooh. I feel like I almost got a little bit of mint there. I kind of gone through phases this year. Started off aromatic, moved on to English. Then I kind of went to a lot of Kia bombs. And now I'm kind of enjoying the Virginias, so. No, I think it's fine. The Christmas stuff was on the other side of the garage, or the other side of the basement. I didn't get that much water damage. Just enough to coat the floor and ruin some of the wood paneling around the water heater. Just enough to be a PETA. Which I don't know if that's a term anybody else uses, but PETA for me means pain in the arse. So, Robert, I know you and Kevin are pretty good friends. How far away do you guys live from each other? Seems like you're pretty. Well, no. Because you're down south and he's up in what? Missouri? Or no? See, I'm terrible with geography. He's up north by me. I think. Who knows? You're talking to a guy that hasn't traveled outside the Midwest in his life. Furthest I've been is either to St. Louis or Chicago or Omaha. Okay, yeah. So yeah, he's up here. Went to St. Louis when I was in junior high, and of course saw the Arch, the St. Louis Zoo, and Spaghetti Factory is about the only thing I remember from the trip. All my family's been either Iowa or Minnesota. Growing up, my dad was either going back to school or laid off, and my mom was a teller, so we didn't really travel farther than we could drive or pay for a hotel for a few nights. Yeah. Yeah, North Carolina and Virginia, both the Carolinas and Virginia and Georgia, they're all pretty much the same place for me. I've got a friend that lives in Savannah. Got another friend that lives in Charleston. And we had friends that. Good night, Nelson. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Friends that live in town now that lived in gosh, what is it? One of the Carolinas. moved down there when their grandkids were younger, and then they kind of got into junior high and high school age and didn't care as much about grandma and grandpa, and came back here when their middle child started having kids. So I would love sometime to take a road trip, visit all the YTPC in Virginia and the Carolinas. And I looked into last week driving down for a day trip to see Onion, but realized it'd be about a 14.5 hour drive each way, and I'm not big on driving, so I'd have to leave one afternoon, drive down there, take a nap part way through, spend about half a day with Onion, then head back. Are you? How far away from Onion? Because he's in what, Salem, Virginia? You guys need to do a little southern roundup. Well, shoot, if I ever make it down to Onion, I'd definitely stop by and see you, Robert. All right, thanks for stopping by, Smarty Bob. Let you join us. Yeah, I know. Like I said, I could do a good couple day trip and hit quite a few people down there. You guys need to do a meetup and do a pipe session, share with us, like what Nashville Mafia did this summer. If anyone's still around that was here earlier and you're on another pipe, let me know what you're smoking now. Heck, we'll do another bull call. Ring the bell. Ching, 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 ching. Who are you getting with together with New Year's Eve? Parsimonious or Onion? Or both? Let me know if this makes too much noise. I'm going to turn on the heater. It's getting a little chilly in here. Oh, nice. I know I mentioned the other day, I keep trying to find a good Parsimonious pipe by Lee on eBay, but they're either more than I want to spend for what they look like, or they're going to take way more work than I'd like to put into them. Real Silk and a Rick Black. I'll have to look into Rick Black. Haven't heard of him. Well, we're at 1:20 now, so maybe we'll go for another 5 minutes or until people stick around and let everybody go take a potty break or whatever, and Get geared up for Nashville Mafia. They're on now? I thought they started on the 30. Alright, well, if you guys want to go over there and give them some love, by all means do so. I'll stick around while I'm still smoking the pipe and while there's still people in the room. Of course I would go early. Like I said, don't let me keep you from going over there, but I still got a little bit left to smoke, so I'll stick around as long as you guys do. Alright, thanks for stopping by. If you are sticking around, don't let them know that I kept you. I mentioned this earlier. I mentioned again. Matthew in his video today, Picking and Piping, reminded people to sign up for the YTPC Secret Santa. Deadline's next Monday the 6th. I think there's going to be a dozen people signed up. I think it's a lot of fun. $25 price tag. You should join us. Hopefully I'll get one of you guys that I know pretty well so I can put together a nice little package or something that might be a little more suited to your taste. Work at midnight. Alright, well, have a good nap or sleep, and thanks for stopping by, and don't work too hard. Thank you. Is anybody who's still here, anybody getting in on the Larry Blackett Christmas Carol set? I think it's a cool idea, but I only really liked the what's his name? The Scrooge's old co-worker, his old partner. That's the tamper I really enjoyed out of the set, but I think if we did the Disney Christmas Carol, I'd be more invested interest in it. That's what I grew up on. Give this one more light. We'll probably wrap things up here. I'll have to check in with the Mafia and go inside, warm up, give the cat some attention, make some dinner. Appreciate it all for stopping by and joining me. You too, Piper, on the 545. Hopefully we'll see you around next time. Good night, Book Nick. Well, we're down to 3 of us. This pipe's about done, so I'm going to wrap things up here. Again, thank you all for joining. Hopefully this video will upload this time around, and enjoy your pipes. As always, thanks for watching. God bless, and we'll see you soon, guys.